If it's getting harder to swing a golf club, do a push-up, or lift weights, you got to check your wrist mobility. Hi, my name is Gabe. I'm the movement mentor, and I'm a physical therapist and movement coach, and I help people in their 40s overcome minor aches and pains to keep them doing the things they love to do. If you've been dealing with your stiff wrist and you've been stretching it, but it's not giving you the mobility you've been looking for, you need to try to mobilize the bones. We're going to do so using a table. The first wrist mobilization exercise that we're going to do is a wrist distraction. What you're going to do is you're going to stabilize your ulna and radius against the table. You're then going to distract the joint by pulling on the hand like this, and you're going to shift the first metacarpal row up and down against the radius and the ulna, and you're going to feel a shifting in this area, and it should feel pretty good. You do so for about 10 reps. Next exercise that we're going to do is a metacarpal bone mobilization. What you want to do is you're going to identify the bone that you want to mobilize by pinching the bone with your index and your thumb. You then, with the middle and your index finger, you brace on the outside of the bone while maintaining thumb pressure on the bone that you want to mobilize. You then push with your thumb towards the top of the hand while stabilizing with the index and the middle finger. And you do this for multiple reps. You're going to feel pressure on the bone moving back and forth like this, and you do so for multiple reps. Once you mobilize the wrist bones, what I like to do is active mobility. What I like to use is this thing called a gyro ball. What it requires is that you wind it up, and you'll see little arrows on the inside pointing which direction to wind the ball up in. Once you wind the ball up, what's going to happen is the ball is going to start spinning on the inside. In order to maintain the spin, you have to rotate your wrist like this. This is a great way to actively mobilize the wrist while also working the forearm. You can do this for a minute or two. It's going to fatigue your forearm out while maintaining wrist mobility. You could even throw your arm into external rotation like this to mimic throwing.